first press conference over Zoom after a game. Hello, everyone. Familiar faces, North Dakota. Any win to get the season off right is tremendous. Really appreciative of everybody here at North Dakota, the way they've treated us coming into their building with all the COVID protocols and meeting us with our Big East standards. Just overall, I thought North Dakota gave us everything we could handle all the way up till that buzzer ended. They have a really, really nice team. They were even missing a couple players today. So really best of luck to them. Happy with some things with our group today. Some things I think we got to go back to the drawing board, but at this point, getting the first win of the season is the most important, and it just felt so good to be back on the floor personally with our team, just being able to coach them and watch them play the game they love.
Go ahead, raise your hand if anybody has any questions. John, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how are you? Big question here is, you had a 17-4 run in that first quarter. How big was that for you guys, not only in that moment, but for later in the game?
Yeah, there were a few different runs throughout the game for both teams. I thought it was a little bit slow of a start for us, just kind of getting our legs back after, I guess, 8 months and not as much practice as we would have liked. But we went on a nice run and in that first quarter. And then ultimately our defense broke down a little bit in that second quarter. I thought we gave up a few too many threes. We got in a little bit of foul trouble. But overall, we're able to sustain that run.
Coach Duffy, 10 different players scored today for your team. Talk about the balance in that scoring effort and how important that's going to be this season.
Yeah, we still have a lot of young players on our team. And I think the big thing, as much as I can get more players in the rotation, especially early on here in the season, some of our freshmen, some of our sophomores, they need some experience. So that was really a focus. We know Selena Lott and Jordan King and Cam Taylor and Lauren Van Kloon are going to play heavy minutes, but it's really important for our team to progress, to be able to put more people on the floor and get that experience. So it was nice to see a couple of those sophomores in. Liza Carlin, a freshman for us inside. I had to go to a few more people off the bench too because of the foul trouble early on. We had a couple people pick up two and three fouls. So just have to be ready. I told the girls, our team earlier, that we got to keep it simple first game of the year. And then obviously, definitely be ready when your number and your name is called.
Megan, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how are you doing? Congratulations, first one of the season. Looking a little bit closer, specifically at Jordan King, finishing today with a career high 20 points for her. When you zone into that offensive game, where did you see her today really showing the improvement and that growth that she's made?
Yeah, it was great to see her come out with just an aggressive mentality. I know we've talked from last year up to this year that we needed her offense to step up a little bit more from last year. And last year as a freshman, she's learning the ropes of college basketball. I forced her to play point guard for 38 minutes. I knew going into the second year, she's going to have a lot of nights like this. She's more confident. She is starting to understand where her shots are going to come from. The game was moving a little bit fast at times last year for her. So I know she hit some big buckets. Her pull-up game was working tonight, which is awesome. And probably her greatest strength has always been her steadiness. And now it's pretty cool to watch her game evolve a little bit more as she's so steady on the floor for us.
Anyone else have anything for Coach Duffy? Oh, John, go ahead.
Coach, first one, Lauren got another three-pointer, only her second in her career. What were the initial reactions when that ball went through the net? And is that something that we can see a little bit more of her this year as you guys try to move people around the floor compared to last year?
Yeah, our forwards really worked hard in the offseason of extending their range. So I think you're going to see them, as a group take more threes. So Lauren, shot and made one tonight. Liza Carlin's a good three-point shooter. Chloe Murata got into some foul trouble, but you're going to see her shooting the basketball from the perimeter a little bit more. Cam Taylor as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting game to game what we need, but they're very capable. I think that's will be one of our greatest improvements of our bigs, being able to extend defenses a little bit more. And that's going to be deadly for us, I think, if we can keep improving. We have a great interior game but being able to stretch defenses as well.
Everybody good? Oh, Megan.
Just one follow-up, Coach. Going back to what you said originally, right, with a little bit of the things that you want to see your team work on, what were some things that you picked out from today's game that you want to see yourselves improve when game number 2 comes around?
I think ultimately our offense will continue to evolve as we just get more time on the court together. I think my biggest concern coming out of this first game that we have to be better for our game Wednesday against Milwaukee is our defense. I thought we had kind of a thorn in our side. We were giving up too many paint touches, and then we gave up too many 3-pointers. So I think that's going to be the emphasis in a 2 days to kind of get back on the court and improve and get better would be our defense. I know, as anybody can tell you, at this point you're going to have up and down games on the offensive side of the ball, especially early on. But we got to really tighten up some things defensively, foul a little less, and have a little bit more toughness to guard the basketball.